Here we are looking at a diagram of the Ara Pacis Augustae, and we're going to look at a couple of exterior elements. We're going to start with Tellus. This is a square panel that is on the right side of the window, just outside of the altar space itself. Here we are. So as it stands in the museum today, you would walk around the side and then up the staircase to the window, and there's the altar looking out over the Tiber. And we're going to look at this panel right here. Here we go. So the official title here, female personification, and then in parentheses, Tellus? Tellus question mark? Why are we unsure? Well, we know that this figure here must be symbolizing something, but we don't know if we want to assign her the name Tellus. Tellus is specifically the Roman goddess of Earth, or think of her like Mother Earth. We see here a woman with two fat, healthy babies on her lap, and surrounding her is this lush vegetation and livestock. We believe this to be the personification of Earth, or Mother Earth. Personification, your next vocabulary term. Personification, when an abstract idea or object is given human form of a person. So in this case, the abstract idea is one of bounty, of nature, of health, and food, and that is then being put into a person, personified, here. We believe that then to be Mother Earth, the goddess called Tellus. On either side of Tellus are two women. We would know them to not be real because they are bare-breasted, and then they have these billowing cloaks or fabric. They are personifications of the winds. She's flanked by two breezes. One sitting on a sea creature, a sea dragon. So she symbolizes the winds that come off of the ocean, the Mediterranean. And then this woman here on a swan. So she symbolizes the winds or the breezes that flow over the land. Isn't that wonderful? We have the embodiment, the personification of Mother Earth, and she is happy and she is healthy, and around her the vegetation provides food and health for our future generations, our babies. The livestock is in harmony with everything. We see a bountiful earth that's blossoming, it's thriving. Everybody is content and happy and healthy. There, Tellus, Roman goddess of Earth. How does this then relate to Ara Pacis Augustae? Well, remember, she's on the side of this altar that is meant to ensure the health and happiness of the Roman citizens by keeping the gods and goddesses happy. So here, Tellus is showing us when she's happy, we benefit. When she's happy, we thrive. We are content. We are healthy. What we have here is a visual image of what we hope to maintain with the Ara Pacis Augustae. We hope to maintain this harmony with Mother Nature. Let's now go around to this side of the exterior and look at the procession. Here we are. So notice our artwork title changed. Procession of the Imperial Family. Whoa. Okay, procession means parade or ceremonial walk. Imperial means the emperor and his family. Okay, now if we were alive at this time when this would have been placed out in public and brightly painted, we would have been able to identify many of these figures. We would know them as public figures who are alive and part of the Roman Empire at this time. We see men and women, and they have brought with them some children here. The children are specifically boys. Now, Augustus, he is the emperor at this time, and he wants to show you his, well, official family portrait, but he's also showing you what good citizens look like, how good citizens behave. Good citizens of Rome attend these sacred events. Good citizens of Rome bring their young men to see, to lead by example. So we have here a Roman noble woman. Now I know what you're thinking. What about the rights of the Roman women? How were Roman women treated? Not great, unless you were of the noble family, and even then, horrific atrocities would befall you. But Augustus, the ruler, the emperor, he's showing you a official Roman or official imperial family portrait as a way to lead by example. See, look at how my family behaves. They attend these sacred ceremonies, these sacrifices. And we have this Roman woman here bringing her sons. Not her daughters, because we don't matter, we're girls. But she brings her son, and these boys are in attendance with their mother because they're learning what it is to be a good Roman man, a good Roman citizen. Additionally, during this time of Augustus's rule, we see an increase in artworks featuring kids. Why? Why do we want to see all these little kids? Because Augustus was concerned with the dropping birth rate among Roman citizens. Roman citizens at this time, specifically of the noble class, the elevated status, they were having less kids. And for Augustus, this means less strong, healthy Roman citizens. So, to encourage you all to have lots of little Roman babies, he started putting more children in the artworks. So you would look at this and be like, little boys, gonna be Roman citizens. You know what? I'm gonna have another kid. I'm gonna go home right now. We saw this even in Tellus, little happy Roman babies. So Augustus, our emperor, is visually encouraging us to procreate, to populate Rome with these good, upstanding Roman citizens. Now, look at this in connection to what we've seen in the Greek world. We see figures that occupy the entire height of the panel, from their feet to their heads. And they stand together, layers of them showing some are standing farther, some are standing closer to us. This should remind you of another artwork. What you should be remembering is the Parthenon. The Parthenon in Athens. The Parthenon, the temple dedicated to Athena. Remember that beyond the pediment, surrounding the interior of the temple, was that frieze. The frieze was the Pan-Athenaic frieze, in which the people of Athens every 4 years would gather in a procession, and that procession would end in front of the temple, and they would bear her gifts. This is from the Pan-Athenaic frieze. We see the Athenians standing, waiting, respectful before they give gifts to Athena. And one more. Remember, the gods were in attendance, and they were massive, and they were sitting in those seats, waiting, watching as Athena gets all her gifts from the people of Athens. That is exactly what is supposed to be recalled or referenced here. The Romans, the imperial family, is just like those Athenians. They are here in attendance during these sacred events in which we give gifts to the gods. In the Panathenaic frieze, it was specific to the Athenians and Athena. Here we see the Romans, and they are giving gifts to all the Roman gods to ensure peace. This very strong connection between happy gods and goddesses, happy Rome. You better show up, you better be respectful to continue Roman peace, Pax Romana, Pax Augustae. So, in essence, this is not just a religious site for sacrifices to the gods, but it serves as propaganda. It serves to remind us what is happening at these altars. It is ensuring the health and safety of all of us. And the people who are in charge, the imperial family on either side, are there to make sure, to guarantee this. It is a clear distinction of the control of government where you fit in this. There's no portraits of you, people of Rome, but you benefit. You benefit from the good deeds of the state officials and the happiness of the gods.